Another painful insult was the hearse. Wright and Young couldn't use their hearses because they were too small, so they told the family they would get an all-black or white cargo van, something tasteful. But a van like this one is what showed up at the service.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How are you today? I hope that your day is going fine. If not, I hope tomorrow gets better. I truly want to take this time and say thank you for everyone who's tuning into the videos. I truly appreciate you. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, go ahead and do so, and make sure to toggle that notification bell to stay current with all of the videos that we're posting. Listen, it's never easy to bury or dissolve of the remains of your loved ones. And during that process, you would hope that it's handled with dignity and pride. But if it's not, I believe communication should have been taking place. Just watch this video.
At a family shocked by what happened at their loved one's funeral.
And they have the video to prove it. Local 10 News reporter Todd Tongan is live with the exclusive. Todd.
Lori and Calvin, this family tried so hard to make the service special to lay this young man to rest in a very dignified fashion. Unfortunately, it turned out not to be the case.
Everybody's hurt and everybody's not at peace.
The family of Thelford Rigby Jr. are upset over the botched burial of their loved one. Better known as Tommy, the 30-year-old had a severe weight problem and related health issues, so an oversized casket and gravesite was required. But when it came time to lay Tommy to rest, there was nothing but indignity.
Somehow, they had the wrong measurements, and that's why the burial hole and the vault were too small.
You know, mothers in pain, fathers in pain. We're all in pain because we can't believe this is happening.
Another painful insult was the hearse. Wright and Young couldn't use their hearses because they were too small, so they told the family they would get an all-black or white cargo van, something tasteful. But a van like this one is what showed up at the service.
A Uhaul. A Uhaul with a Uhaul logo on it and the price on it.
When we went to Wright and Young, they didn't want to talk to us on camera, but later released a statement saying the staff of Wright Young Funeral Home deeply regrets the transportation issue which occurred during the service of Mr. Rigby. Our management team has met privately with the family and expressed our most sincere apologies and regrets.
If you're still here, drop your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And go ahead and hit that like button to keep me in the algorithms. This could be very, very painful, and it's almost distasteful. I just think that the funeral home should have did better preparation, because if they knew that their hearse were too small, so at least they made that clear. But I really believe they should have stuck to their word on that van. Now, we could analyze this all types of ways, and I don't know how this funeral home operate, but I will say that funeral home people are in it for the money. So if they could get a U-Haul for $20 or $30, whatever it was, and not have to spend all that money on a Sprinter van, what you think they would have done? Now, that's one way I could have looked at it. Now, when I first heard this story, I was like, well, if they couldn't fit the body in Hearse, at least, you know, they might have had to go do whatever they could do. But this was discussed. They should have kept their word. And if they couldn't have got a Sprinter van or something like that, they should have let those people know. They should have stayed in contact. Now, a lot of times now, the funeral homes won't let you stay there while they're putting the bodies in the ground. A lot of times they try to clear you out before they do that. At least that's my experience. But personally, in my own family, I've experienced an issue like this, but it wasn't near as distasteful. I mean, I had an aunt. She was a large lady. She was at least 6 foot, and she was heavy. And when she passed away, we couldn't put her into a hearse. We had to use my cousin's Suburban, and these were the older Suburbans. But that was discussed. And it was also quite honorable because we had a family member escorting that body to the burial site. They didn't have her in a U-Haul. Now, of course, these people had already knew that he wasn't going to fit in there, but it's something up with that hearse. I mean, the U-Haul. It's like they probably was cutting corners, trying to save as much money as possible. That's what I would have took from it. That's how I would have taken it. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe they couldn't find a Sprinter van, but in my mind, funeral home people are in the business of money. You know, they're coming at you at your most vulnerable time, talking to you about certain things, but guess what? They're going to ask you about, you want this, you want this? They're going to try to get all that money that you can spend. That's why, FYI, if you ever have to go through a funeral service, you do not let them know how much money you have. You tell them the amount that you are willing to spend. Don't let them know your insurance policy amount. You know, and it's a lot of stuff you don't know when you're going into a funeral service. And listen, your tombstone, that does not come with the burial here from where I am. So it's all kind of questions you have to ask. And I didn't even mean to go into all of that, but I'm just saying this funeral home, they should have been in better communication with these people. They should have known that, hey, we can't find a Sprinter van. This is what we're going to have to do. At least those people wouldn't have been caught off guard. Now, whoever dug the hole, that was embarrassing too. That was embarrassing. If that would have been in that family, I'd have been very upset, because how do y'all not have all of this stuff right? I'd have felt some type of way if that was my family member. I really would. You know, but I'm glad that it seemed like, well, the funeral home didn't want to talk on camera, but I'm glad that they did release a statement, and I hope that it was resolved, because that was embarrassing, and that's traumatic for your family to be there and see you get bought in a Uhaul when we done discussed something else, and then they can't even really put you into the ground. I sure hope they wasn't trying to cut corners and save money. I truly hope that. I truly hope that it was just a bad day and they was off. And it's not like you deal with these type of things all the time where you have bigger people. Like everybody know like one person who's extremely big. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that it's like common that we deal with this, but I just hope that they fixed it. I hope that they should have gave them people some of their money back. You know, I don't care what people talk about. When it's time when people have experienced death, people don't want to talk about money, but that's the issue and the thing that people should be talking about. Because it is not inexpensive to have a funeral. It is not. So that's my take on it. Let me know what you think. Drop it in the comment section. Until the next time, peace.